Hi, Anthony. So I've had a look at your transcript for your vlog, all pretty detailed here about um, the tone, purpose, and target audience. Um, Now, first of all, what's DBA? You just need to explain that because I am new here. So, just a few little things. This video, so watch your plurals. Now I'm going to correct these on your first draft, but then it is down to you to be editing your own grammatical and spelling. Although it's not going to be too important for your vlog, but just make sure that when you're speaking, you are not making silly mistakes like that. Now, you say here, if you've no clue what colours pieces choose for your home, you're in luck. Let's get started. I think I just need it to be a bit clearer. So you've said how to choose the right colours on a budget. I think you've got to be clear how to choose the right colours for your new home on a budget, because it's just a bit general. And again, you're making sure that you're saying it's for your new home, or do you want to spruce up your current place? So I think you need to be just inserting things like that. So you say, let's get started, and then you go, so where to begin? So you just need to watch your transitions. You start here, so where to begin? If you don't have any idea of what theme, mood that you want to achieve, but I think you want to be engaging your audience with a little more friendly chatter. So you've moved into your new home, and the people before you had, diabolical 1970s taste. Where can you start? If you've got no idea of what theme or mood you want to achieve, start with a mood board. So do you see what I mean? I think you need to just insert a little bit of chatter to really keep your audience engaged so that you're showing you understand what they're going through. Now you say start with a mood board, and you explain physically what it is. And then you say being visual thinkers. So I think you just, again, make it more engaging. The reason you don't be tempted to skip this, because this is really important. We're visual thinkers, again, persuasive language, inclusive language. We're visual thinkers. So it's really, really great to get lots of different ideas out in front of us so that we can see everything and decide exactly on. Now you keep saying theme on the theme of the room, or the idea that we want to achieve. And again, some ideas. Do we want a cool, calm space in the bedroom? Do we want a funky, vibrant kitchen? Do we want a chill out zone? So I think, again, just a little bit more detail here, Anthony, would make your vlog really engaging. So then you say, so this is an example of a mood board. You'll notice that it has, so again here, to me, you'll notice is just sounding a little bit, you're creating a bit of a barrier between you and your audience. As you can see, just sounds a little bit. It's got colour swatches, furniture, images, different examples of materials, all of which provoke a certain style or concept. Now, perhaps on your mood board that you show them, I think what you need to be saying is, so for this room, I was going for a whatever that mood is. And you say, right, I know what you're thinking. So a lot of this furniture, some of this furniture is from IKEA, and you go, yeah, that's okay. If you're anything, and again, engage your audience. If you're anything like me, you're on a tight budget. So you need to be prepared that not everything you'd like to go in the room will be able to go in the room. And again, you can say you don't always have to compromise on taste by buying furniture in IKEA, but I'll be going into that in another vlog, that kind of thing. So I think you might want to just perhaps, and I'm just making a suggestion here, cut this because you're going to have a bit more chatter in. Now here you say another big this is. I don't know what you mean. So what are you saying here? So step 2. Another really good idea is to grab a stack of magazines and go through them, finding images that speak to you and your vision, or just, again, finding images that or finding pictures of pictures that you like or that speak to you. As I said in my last video, take a look on Pinterest, look at some mood board examples and the style that you're going for. Again, I think you want to be, give them some more ideas. What magazines? Not House and Garden, presumably, because this is a younger audience. You'd say like magazines like Living, etc., or I don't know. See if you've got some ideas. From there, you'll be able to combine this board. What do you mean? Not to combine, to put your board together. Okay, so now you say, let's have a look at colours. So I think you need clear steps. So where to begin? So what step is this? Deciding on your style. I don't know, you might change that up, but this is a how-to, so it needs to be really clear. And in that girls vlog that you saw, remember that came up on the screen, and it gives very good structure. So deciding on your style, and then your next one is deciding on colors. Okay, so this might be step 2. And you can decide what you want to say. You might want a little sort of repeated thing here, deciding or getting to grips with. I don't know, but there could be a little catchphrase that you repeat. But I will leave that up to you. But now you've sort of lost track here, because you then go, as I mentioned, know what style you want to achieve, get some inspiration. Well, that might be, get some inspiration, might be the title that you put here. Get some inspiration. And then in brackets, deciding on your style. Or deciding on your style and get some inspiration. But just watch. This is a how-to. It's got to be really clear. So now you've got colour. So you've done style. Now you've got to decide on your colours. Now, what do you mean deduct? I think you're saying work out the lighting in the room. Okay, if there's a lot of natural light in the room, say a bathroom, then your choice of colours is more flexible. Now, you need to explain why. And you did this at the end, where you say, if a room has little to no natural light, I suggest choosing warm tone colour palette. And then you explained why. Because it creates the illusion that the room is larger, etc. You need to do the same here. Okay, why are you more flexible if you've got lots of natural light? So you might say you can basically, if you've got lots of natural light, you are basically every decorator's dream, because it gives you real flexibility with the kind of paint, the colours of paints that you're choosing. You can go cool, you can go warm, you can go fluoro, you can basically do what you like. And then you go, now, if your room has lots of natural light, then I would suggest choosing a cooler toned white or grey to keep the space looking fresh. Well, I don't really understand, because you said lots of natural light and then you're flexible, but then you're saying if it's got lots of light, then go a cooler tone, white or grey, to keep it looking fresh. But I think you need to be accommodating to the different tastes of your target audience. And then also, how do cool tones work? If it's really bright, then you want to tone it down a bit, don't you? So they absorb some of the light and they can stop a north-facing room from being overwhelming. Okay, so just a little bit more here. And then you say here, you've gone straight to a beachy look and you've gone light blue, sandy neutral furniture. I think it's too early for that. You might do a summary where you say, look, okay, if I'm going to go for beachy look, because you're still on the step by step and you've jumped ahead to furniture and wallpaper. So it's not really following your how-to. Then you say, go to your local hardware shop, give some recommendations, Bunnings, all of the other ones, Solver, and get some paint samples. But then remember, this is a minefield for people who aren't familiar with it. So what brand would you recommend for starters? You can't really, would you say can't go wrong with Dulux? Dulux, Solver, whatever are always fantastic. Something like that. Can't work out how to spell recommend. And then you're going, so now we're going to gather our materials. So this might be your third, or now I think it's actually, let's get started. We're going to actually go on a little trip. Now, when you say local material shop, again, you said this at the end, but when you said that, I was thinking, I don't know where my local material shop is. So go get down to your local Spotlight and get some material cuts. You can put it on the mood board. I think I'm sure that as you're putting in images, it'll probably all be a lot easier to follow. But that's good by doing, again, you're explaining why, we can see the texture quality, etc. So this is all fine. I just collate some furniture. Collect, I think is what you're saying. But that's all for another video. And then you go on to the final step, which is the concept board. I would have thought you have to do your mood and your concept board before you actually start buying the expensive stuff, which is the furniture. And you can give a little snip of the concept board and then you say, but that's for my next vlog. Okay, so I hope that's helpful, Anthony, and I look forward to seeing it.